Hello, welcome back to my channel, and what we're doing this week is Roxy's weekly challenge, week 26, and we're doing floating book page pockets. Now Rachel had much bigger bits of paper and I do not, so I'm going to do the best I can. So I'm just folding these over. How's everyone going? Hope you're all having a good week. Glad that the Journal of Stitchery has started. A bit exciting. And what's everyone been up to? Sometimes when I say that I think, oh, what have I been up to? Have I done anything? But I have, you know, I feel like everything's quite full and busy in my life, really, and yet what do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing that fills in the time? I'll tell you what I've done. I think it's because my pet's sitting ramped up and I sort of feel a little bit like I'm a bit pressed for time now, a bit more than I sort of was before. Because it's very early mornings and then across that dinner time, so it's good to have a little bit of extra money for sure. But it kind of can't have, unless you have a day off, you don't get a you know, a free flow with your art and craft, and that's important. That's what I was realizing this morning when I woke up at 4:30, fed 2 houses worth of cats, came home, had a little bit of a nap, and I was thinking, why do I feel so grumpy? And I realised it's because I love a day where I can just chill out and potter and art and craft. Anyway, I'm not complaining. It's good, you know, the money, it's good to have an income, a little bit of money coming in. Pay the bills, food on the table, and that is something to be very grateful for. So we're just doing this. These are really good. They're nice and easy and simple. You could bang out quite a few of these really quickly, I think, if you needed them or wanted them for your journals. So I'm enjoying the fact that at the end of the weekly challenges, I don't know when they end, I don't know how long it's going for, when they end, there'll be heaps of stuff to put into journals. Right, so I haven't thought too far ahead on this. I just got the pages and started. I'll have to get my little folders of stuff. Right, so we're folding them in half. I think I'm doing it right. I hope I'm doing it right. I think it's just a little pocket. There's no right or wrong. It just is. Then doing a little notch for one side. Has a little notch. So the pets that I'm doing at the moment is a married couple with a townhouse each next to each other. and they have one cat in one house and 2 cats in the other house, and they get me to sleep over because 3 cats, 2 houses. Actually, I think I might, a lot of my little, because these are smallish, a lot of my pictures, I think I'll have them, I like them that way. I open it like that. So I think we, from memory, because I watched it the other day, we're having a front and a back little things on the front and on the back. And I was thinking I might like to use some of these up. Vanilla, ice cream, almond, orange extract. So they're like little essence bottle things. Right, so how many I've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some are bigger than the others. Does it matter? I don't know. I like it though. I like the idea of putting these on. They might need, so some of my birds and things are, I think, a little bit too big in this situation. Right, so I've got plenty of labels. Right. Yeah, see, my birds are a bit big. I think I need to possibly print out some smaller little birds. Of course, this was only one little printout that I did. I've got some folders elsewhere. Right, so that's all I got into my little book that we made. And some butterflies. That might be nice. Oh, actually, even Rachel was even using bits of antique paper in the background. What about collage paper? What about some of my printables just collaged? Oh, that's an idea. So that'll give a nice bit of colour, and some leaves which will kind of indicate a nature connection. So I want to get a bit of the, what I like about doing these is I really enjoy the fact that I get the stitching marks. I love it. All right, let's have a look how I'm going to do this. So we just really want, you know, like more this sort of a thing with one of these, like something like that. Yes, I love it. Okay, that's what we're doing. Bit different than Rachel's, but that's okay. I mean, gee, I'm pretty sure Rachel's happy to see people taking the idea and running with it. Like that. Am I going to do the same on the back? All right, so let's do all the fronts and then see how we're going, whether or not to use a different label on the back. Pretty easy, isn't it? Just rip your paper. Love ripping paper. I like that bit of purple there. Okay. So I didn't finish telling the story about the houses. So 2 cats in one house, 1 cat in the other. Anyway, I love them. I think that they're hilarious that they're married and they live next to each other. And the cats have never met each other. And they're all tortoise shells, which makes me sad because it reminds me of Amelia, but I'm loving them. It's great. So it's a bit hard to juggle and make sure that they all get quality time, especially when you're paid to stay overnight, because, you know, giving more time to them when it's an overnight situation. That stitching there. Oh, love it. Anyway, what I find is funny, because like one side, well, you know, it's well, this is probably topical. Sorry if you don't like this kind of topic, but it's two women, but one side has got the very feminine house and the other side has got the sports bar. It cracks me up every time. One side with the sports bar's got the cigars out and the, you know, the special sports seat to sit and watch sport. And any time I turn the TV on in that house, it's like, this morning was the women's cricket. I love it. It's so funny. And then the other one is all soft furnishings and very feminine, and oh God, it's hilarious. I do enjoy house sitting and feeding people's pets, because there's such an abundance of people, you know. Who are they? What do they do? It's hilarious. All right, last one. That's good. I'm happy to get a bit of that. And one house, so the one with two cats, which has got the sports bar, I'm not allowed to eat Indian food in there. She really just doesn't like, something in the smell sets her off, so that's that. And they often do the cooking in that house. So her fridge and pantry is stocked with condiments and all that sort of stuff. And then the other side, you know, the more soft furnishings and feminine side, has all got minimal fridge and minimal pantry items. Aren't people fascinating? Right, so now we're turning on to the backs. Why don't I just use a bit of this one for something different, so they're not exactly the same on the front and back. Still might use some of those labels. We'll get a bit of the stitching. Anyway, it's a bit of fun. That's how different people are, isn't it good? Let's see if I like that idea that I just thought. Maybe. Don't know if I want that now. There's some different ones. Strawberry ice cream. I don't know if I've got enough. Let me have a look if I've got enough of those. I mean, they don't all have to be the same, do they? Oh, look, it doesn't matter. I like these fairy tooth ones. Tooth powder, syrup. Right, let's just do one by one. However, they are this place is further. It's further away, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't or couldn't do it if it was just the 2 visits a day. So there's a couple of different ways that I do this. There's a 1 visit a day price, a 2 visit a day price, an overnight price, and now I have started to do because the overnights are actually a bit difficult sometimes. If I don't sleep, if the bed's too hard or the cats wake me up all the time, I just am choosing at this age of my life to not be under such stress, and makes me anxious, to not do some of those. So I had to make up a new a new rate for people who are going away for longer but maybe don't want to spend as much money. Oh, that's loud playing. So the new rate is a day rate, which means the morning feed, which is generally half an hour. Go in, make sure they're all right, feed them, give them a pat, have a chat to the cats. Don't call me crazy, cat lady. And that's it, you know, like half an hour or something. These are good for a little apothecary book or something. Nice little quick and easy, these ones. I love them. Gosh, I love paper. And the day rate, which is just the normal half an hour in the morning, means anything from 1 to 3 hours in the evening. So they're all different. So different people have different prices. Yeah, so they're further away, or there's more cats, so there's more petrol, more, you know, more effort, more clearing kitty litter, etc. And some of those are just 1 hour extra. Actually, most of them are just 1 hour extra. And one person who's very, very attached to her cats, she's got the option of a bit more like up to 3 hours or something. I like these ice cream ones, ice creams and syrups. So some people are opting to not do the overnight, so they pay a bit less, but I don't get worn out. Like I can manage it better. I'm just noticing that this morning I was driving home at like 6:30 a.m. and where these people are is, it's a terrible, like, high truck area, and I have to come on the freeway, and I was just surrounded by all these trucks, and you know, I'm okay in the day, but when it's dark I'm not as good with the driving anymore, and it really was a bit difficult. I came home a bit terrified actually, so I'm starting to think I'm not going to last too long with that job anymore, as much as it's something I can do aside from art without it being major stress on my life. Well, they're cute, aren't they? Do we need a bit of washi tape on some of these? Let's have a look at them individually. Oh, I love them. It's very nice and easy little flip things. So this is the backs. What have I got here? Just a bit childish, isn't it? Compared to what's on here, or does it matter? Does it matter? Does it matter if there's a little elephant on one? What else have I got? Oh, I don't know. Here, these little animal stamps. Love them. Alright, all sorts of little animal stamps. I love this little roll of washi, an animal on each one, and it's perforated so it comes off like a stamp. Yeah, so as I was driving with those trucks this morning, I went, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Maybe that's too hard basket now. Cat mint. Little owl. Little butterfly. Oh, this cute little rabbit with a hat. Peter Rabbit. Cutie little Peter Rabbit. Oh, how cute. Okay, let's see, are we putting some on this side too? Why not? Hey. There, very nice. Another owl again. Didn't rip off properly. However, there's no rule saying you can't stick it down anyway. Little doggy, Saint Bernard. Now, I like them. I was just thinking I might, because sometimes it's good to, you know, put a sponge and put a little bit of the Distress Oxide along the edge so you can see when it's shut that there's a cutaway. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I think I've gone right off the brief. Have I? I don't know. Maybe I have gone off the brief. I don't know. What's this? Right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of washi along the edges. Give them a little snip. Let's have a look. Oh yes, because then you've got that little distinction that'll show you that there's just helps to see that that's what that is. And who knows what's going to go on inside. I don't think Rachel did anything on the inside. But I am going to put a bit of washi along all of these edges. All right, I just had a quick squeeze and noticed that Rachel had made them into little envelopes by joining these along here. Oh, that's supposed to be a fine tip. That's supposed to be the fine tip. That's not that fine. That's going to ruin that. A wet one. Wipe that off. Trouble, it's paper. You don't want to get too much on. Where's my little pot? I actually did think that was going to be a finer tip than it ended up being. Let's take that off. This is the fine tip. And this will still fit in there. All right. Now that I've used this, it's got a bit of glue in it. Do I put it back in its little pot or do I wash it? Putting it back in its little pot. Take two. Barely art glue with the lots of, oh, that's better. That's what we want. The little different tips. Oh. Aside from my wonky gluing, is a little, good job I went back and watched that video, or some of the end of the video, to see what happened. Now they're little envelopes. You can put whatever you like in them. It's barely art glue actually, it dries pretty quickly. Mind you, you could easily, I mean really, there's no problem about if you wanted to keep them open and use them as like little, either little tuck spots or little note holders or little, no, I've picked up this bit of stuff and it's got indigo dye on it because I've got glue on my fingers. It's gone on my fingers and now it's going on my things. Oh well. Last one. So take 2 on the ending. Doing a bit of editing on this one for sure. Okay, now they're done. So here they are, and you can put a little something in. Don't know what, you know what the perfect size that would fit in here would be a little playing card of some sort that's made into a tag. That sort of size. That's what size my books are. You know, Rachel's were bigger. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I know I've edited it so it doesn't seem to you like there was 2 endings, but there was. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.